have to say my proudest moment during filming was just the interaction that the cast and crew had. They were, for the most part, all complete strangers. And during production, they became the closest of friends, almost family. And then I'd say even more my proudest moment would be after production was over, how a lot of the actors actually wound up working together on projects almost immediately together just from the connections they made. So that was what probably made me the most proudest. When I saw the short film Sunday Morning by Matthew Allen, I was just so taken back by how raw it was. And again, it was a short film, and it was a great short film by itself, but I felt like it had the room to grow into an even bigger and better experience with the characters, especially with the friends, the family, and even bringing out more of the character of Sean, as well as more in depth of the character of James and the why he did what he did. So I took what again I say was this amazing, great short film, and I was able to expand upon it to add a lot more depth to it. For any LGBT youth that are watching this film that have not yet come out when you're ready. Don't do it because someone else told you to. Don't do it because someone forced you to. Do it on your own time. But just know that there are allies out there, and there are people that are going to love you for who you are and respect you, and they will always be behind you. So don't be afraid, but again, do it on your terms. Ugh, my favorite scene of the movie. I mean, again, there was my favorite scene that I wrote. There was the favorite scene that we filmed, and there was the favorite scene that I think worked out the best in the finished product. If I had to say my favorite scene overall, um, God, that's a tough one. I would say probably the party scene was a lot of fun because we had a lot of people on set. It was outdoors. Everyone was having a great time. We had a lot of extras there that day. So the party scene, which is towards the beginning of the film, would definitely probably be the most fun I had filming. When it came to editing, definitely the opening basketball sequence was the best with the dream sequence. My husband Michael and I worked on it together, and it was just such a perfect opening. And we just loved it very much. And everyone else that has seen it so far has said it really drew them into the story. As for my favorite scene for writing, it would definitely be the interaction with James and Sean. More so with James threatening Sean. I always found that deeper, darker dialogue to be more of interest to me, so it was easier for me to write. Things I learned from the last film. I actually learned it from my lead actor, from Dan from American Hate Crime, was the website backstage.com where I could find professional actors, which, again, they were all amazing on this set. That was one thing that I felt like improved from the last movie was having professional actors. The second thing was lighting and camera techniques. Just all the little mistakes I made during the first movie, I was able to rectify with this one. Of course, I made mistakes with this one. I'm going to rectify in the third one, and I'll keep on going as a learning process. Let's see. There's no ideas that really didn't make it into the script. I mean, again, as the screenwriter myself, I was able to add whatever I wanted in there. This wasn't a movie that needed heavy effects, so it's not like I had one of those kind of ordeals where I had to watch out for budget constraints. As for anything that got cut, there were three things that got kind of cut or rather shortened, either due to my bad acting, or it was due to scheduling conflicts with other actors, or it just the scene itself didn't fit. The one I would say that I was probably a little disappointed by was one of the pool scenes, the mom was supposed to come out. James's mom, played by Dottie, was supposed to come out and almost catch the boys kissing. And Sean, played by Christopher, has to pick up his stuff and run by the mom. And the mom, Dottie, again, had a few more lines saying, "Oh, where are you going so fast?" And screams back at his house saying, "Oh, don't worry, Sean's over here. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of him," kind of thing. But due to scheduling conflicts, we shot that part of her, but it didn't match up with the locations that we shot the other scenes, so it didn't work and we had to cut it. But I am including that in the DVD with the behind the scene, or not behind the scenes, but the deleted scenes. Have I ever done any acting before? Yes, I have. I actually took 3 years of drama class in high school. It was a lot of fun, but it was very nerve wracking. I much more prefer staying behind the camera. Even being in front of the camera right now, I am completely nervous and shaking and full of anxiety. The only other acting I've done since drama class is in film school. Obviously, all of the film students, we had to act in each other's programs. So that was interesting. Most recently, the only acting I've done is just the my own films. I was an extra in American Hate Crime with no lines. This one, I tried to give myself some lines that I wound up cutting. So that's about the extent of my acting, and I think that's about as much as I'll go as an extra in the background.